Hey everyone, happy May. This was kind of felt like a long ride getting here. The month of April was a challenge for many of us, just a different experience, I think, than we ever could have thought of with kids coming back to school, with different technology issues we ran into. I just want to say, first off, on behalf of myself and my department, just want to thank you all for your patience and understanding, and a lot of your encouragement that we've received over these last couple weeks as we are in recovery mode and just getting back to normal, or whatever normal looks like for us as we wrap up this school year. So we hope you are all doing well. We hope that you're able to find the joy in being with your students and being with your peers in person or in the collaborations that you have. We hope that you're looking forward to the next phases in May and as we look towards the end of the school year, and that things are trending well for you. This month, I just want to throw out a couple quick updates just for some things. I don't want to take too much of our time because I know we definitely all of us have a lot going on. So let's just dive right in. The first thing I want to point out, and it's something we've mentioned in the past, but in our support ticket system, I want everybody to be super aware of our banners up in the top here. We Anytime there's something important, we're going to throw a red banner up in the top, just to have that be the first line of communication. If we need to announce something quickly to everyone, we're going to do so up in the top of our support ticket system. The other thing that is relatively new, but we've been using a lot more, especially these last few weeks, is this status board. And so we'll dive a little deeper into systems with some things that might be known issues or some things going on, and we're going to keep this up to date, as quick to the moment as we can. And so rely on both this red banner at the top of our ticket system and our status board that will give you specific updates on different services. So prior to putting in a ticket or seeing if there's something that you need to do on your end before something may work the way you expect, monitor our status board and the red banner at the top of our support ticket system. Staying in our ticket system now, we've mentioned in the past about our KB or knowledge base section. This is a place where we kind of dive a little bit deeper into instructional items or different how-tos. And one of the things we're going to be talking about a lot going forward is this concept of managing passwords and being complex or being secure with our own user accounts. There's a lot of different things that our staff accounts unlock. They control our email naturally, they control our access to school brains and the student data there, they naturally control our drive access in Google and all of our files. They give us access to the copiers. There's a lot of things that our accounts manage, and security obviously is something that we need to be super mindful of. And as such, we have instructions on how to manage a complex password. And I know, I'm going to be honest with you, the passwords can be super annoying, super frustrating sometimes because there's like, oh, what did I write for that one? Or why do I have to do all these crazy symbols and things like that? We have an article on our knowledge base here that talks about setting a complex password and some tips on doing one that will make it secure, but also something that you can still easily remember. So if you just search passwords on our knowledge base, you'll see the instructions here and also the full details as you click in. And it gives some, perhaps a silly example of, using a sentence like "I love bacon" and just changing some characters in that, and that can be a great way to set up a complex password. Going forward, we all are going to be required to have a more complex password than you might have had in the past. So just kind of get your brain working, that the next time we are asked to update our passwords, to have something a little bit more secure, and use this as a little reference guide to find some tips and tricks to setting up a good one. Related to the password management is this idea that Chrome, as we're using it, it actually saves the passwords for us, and sometimes that's good because it's the convenience of it being secured to our account, but it just gets us logged in right away without us thinking about it. But the bad part naturally is that because we aren't typing it in, we don't necessarily know what it is, right? We might lose it at some point. And so one of the things you can do in Chrome is go to your triple dots and go to settings. And in the search bar up here, if you just type in passwords, what you're going to end up seeing is an area here where you can actually look up all the different websites and passwords that might have been saved over time. Something you can search through for, oh, what was I on School Brains, or what, different website that you logged into. And after you hit this little eyeball next to it, you can put in your main behavioral password, and it can actually reveal what that password is. And so you can use this concept of the complex passwords. You can have it saved, so you don't have to necessarily think of it every time, but you have the ability to look it up at any time, should you need to. And while we're in this Chrome preferences area, we had gotten here just from the triple dots to settings. One of the little maintenance things that we'd say to have in your tool belt as a monthly thing to do, or even a little more often, is to just go to this privacy and security area. And over time, our internet use tracks cookies and cached items and preloads a lot of things for us, but sometimes that gets in the way of having a good internet experience. And so just by going to privacy and security and this clear browsing data option, you can click on that, and we always say, hey, do it for all time, and just check off these different things and hit clear data. Because what this does is it frees up a lot of space on your device related to internet traffic, and it also forces the internet to be fresh for you. And this can be a great troubleshooting step if something isn't working perfectly well on the internet. But it also is just a good habit to be in, that every so often, every other week, once a month, have it in your tool belt just to kind of clear out this browsing data, refresh your experience with the internet, and have a smoother sailing from there. And the last thing I wanted to chat about today is a new Google Meet update. It's one of those requested features for a long time, and they're just starting to roll this out. So we should see this live within the next week or two. There's two different things that they've added for us. One is that they're adding the ability to unpin the presenter screen. One of the things that we find annoying sometimes about Google Meets is when you're presenting something or somebody is presenting material to you, it takes over almost the entire screen, and everybody gets really small in the grid there. They're giving us the ability to unpin that present screen so that it becomes part of your natural grid. So rather than it taking over everything, you can shrink that down and have it just be part of the normal grid, so you can see the entire room without having your presented material take over for you. Awesome. We've been looking for this for a long time. The next thing that they're going to allow you to do as well is to hide your own video. Sometimes you don't need to see yourself. There's that little option in the corner that was kind of showing you a little video, and they're giving us the ability to get rid of that view, again, with the idea that we can just experience the whole group or the whole classroom a little bit more efficiently. So look for these two things to come up within the next week or two. Some nice little more efficient ways to operate in a Google Meet. All right, that's it for this month. We hope you guys are doing well. Again, thank you for your patience as we work through all these things together. Continue to help each other out. Continue to keep your smiles up as best we can. And we just appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us and for each other. If you have any questions about anything, please just throw in a support ticket and our entire team will assist you from there. Or you can book a training appointment. We'd be happy to spend a little bit of face-to-face time as well. All right, so take care. We'll see you soon.